Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So I was super excited when this package arrived on my doorstep. This is from Madam Glam. This is the new Polygel, which is a hybrid between hard gel and acrylic, and I just couldn't wait to try it out. So I'm going to show you all the colours they sent me and the brush, and I'm also going to do a tutorial on how to sculpt a set with these. So this is Vintage Orchid, and I would say this was a brown toned nude colour. And then the next one we have is Japanese Camellia. This is more erring on the side of peach. And then the last one is Dahlia, and this is definitely a pink nude. So this is the brush they sent me, and it's great. It's dual ended, so at one end you've got the blade spatula tool, and this is going to be able to slice your polygel once you squeeze it out of the tube. And then at the other end you've got the gel brush, and this is a really nice firm gel brush, and it's got quite a nice curve to it as well, so it gives you a nice line around the cuticle area. So my nails are totally naked now. There is like a tiny little bit of product left on there, but not a lot. And I'm just going to do a very quick prep on these. So I'm just going to push back the cuticles, get rid of the dead skin initially with my cuticle tool, and then I will go in with my e-file and my cuticle bit and just get rid of any extra cuticle that I can't see. So you will be needing some isopropyl alcohol to mould this into shape. So my cleanser has this already in it, so I'm just going to use that. And I just poured a little bit into a DAPPEN dish. And then by the side of me I've also just got some kitchen paper to drain out my brush in between dipping. So as I said earlier, I am going to sculpt this set, so I'm just applying my form here. But you can absolutely use tips with this product, that's no problem at all. So I was unsure as to whether I needed a primer, but I did go in with one coat of the Young Nails Protein Bond just in case. And then this is the colour I'm using. This is the pinky nude colour, really pretty. So I just squeezed it from the bottom, and this was my first nail, so I really wasn't sure how much to use. So I thought if I actually just did the length of my nail to start with and then add any more on as I went. So I just sliced it off with the blade tool, super easy, and then just squidged this onto my nail. And then I was really fascinated by the fact that it just didn't move. Like if I put my nail upside down, it just did not actually go anywhere. I was just really amazed by that. So to start moulding this product, you will need to have your brush dampened with the isopropyl alcohol. Try not to have it dripping wet, but just, you know, dip the brush in and then just wipe a little bit off on the kitchen towel just so it's damp. And then it's literally a case of moulding it to the shape that you want. It really is that easy, and it just blends and smooths really nicely. I was blown away by how easy it was to mould. So to me it's best of both worlds. So it's like moulding acrylic, but you're not actually going to set it until it goes into the lamp. So I just continued to press and smooth until I was sort of happy with that top part. And then I wondered how it would blend if I added some more. So obviously I wanted this nail a little bit longer. So squeezed a little bit more out of the tube and added this to the end on the form. And it blended really seamlessly. I was so happy because sometimes when you add another little bit of acrylic or something, you can see that line when you come to file it. But this, there was none of that whatsoever. It just blended seamlessly in. And yeah, I was so happy with the application of this. So I basically blended this part in and then perfected my shape at the end. So you can literally play with this product forever until you cure it in the lamp. So I thought I actually better stop at some point. So once I was happy with my shape, I did cure in my LED for 60 seconds. So when it came out, I give it a quick tap and it was rock hard. But I did take the sculpting form off and it was slightly gummy underneath, which I did actually expect because obviously it's quite a pigmented product. So all I did to rectify this was remove the form and then just cure the underside for another 60 seconds. And it did have a slight tacky layer, so I just removed that with some alcohol and underneath of course as well. And then I just filed this and buffed into shape. Now here I'm using a 150 grit. You can definitely get away with a 180 grit file. It's very soft to file. And I also noticed that the dust particles don't fly around. They're really quite heavy, so they just actually settled on my desk. They didn't fly around in the air, which is a good thing really, because you're not breathing it in. So that was really easy to clean up as well afterwards. So all I do now here is just perfect my shape, and then I do go in with a 180 grit buffer just to refine it a bit more. So after filing, I just removed the dust with the cleanser, and you can see how dense that dust actually is. So that's really great that that doesn't fly everywhere. So here's the finished nail on the thumb. It's nice that you can get it so close to the cuticle and really get it nice and flat around that area, so you haven't got like a little road that goes around there. Super easy to file. It filed like gel, but actually on the nails it feels like acrylic. It's so hard, it feels super strong. Finished the rest off camera, and this is what they look like after filing. Again, very easy to file and buff into shape, and it was really easy to get a nice clean line around that cuticle area. I cannot stress that enough, because sometimes with acrylic you're racing to get that area really neat first, but obviously with this you can totally take your time. So this would actually be a great product for those who like to sculpt but are just maybe learning or practicing. So this would give you a great sort of insight on how to sculpt with this product. So after filing, you can of course go straight in with your colour gel polish application if you wanted to, but I wanted to have a look at how the colour looked on its own, so I just added a gel top coat and some cuticle oil, and they really did look lovely and natural afterwards. So I am going to try and keep these on for a couple of weeks, see how they hold up, and hopefully report back to you in a couple of weeks. But I really hope you enjoyed this application video on how to use the polygel. So any questions or comments, just leave them in the comments below and I'll try and get back to you ASAP. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.